What up everyone, welcome to Dirtbags California, your one-stop Harley shop, and on this episode we're twisting things up just a little bit, alright? We're giving everybody a heads up. Don't worry, we're still the baddest motorcycle shop on the planet, but we are going to be giving our attention a little bit in a different direction. What we're going to be doing, guys, we're going to be investing our time into the youth, guys. You heard it coming, Dirtbags Academy is coming to a hood near you. The guys are going to be taking these youth underneath their wings and showing them their expertise, guys. So sit back and listen up. We're going to be getting a little bit more informed on the individual as a person that works here at Dirtbags California. So sit back and relax and enjoy the show.
My name is Ozzy Caballero, and I am a painter and prepper and body workman here at Dirtbags California. Growing up for me, it was pretty cool. I grew up in 3 different cities: Southgate, Maywood, Downey. How I got impacted was obviously I got a DUI in Arizona, so I wanted to become a sheriff, a cop, you know, whatever it was going to be in the criminal justice system. So I knew once that happened, it was kind of out the door for at least 5 years. Mentally, it put me down in a hole because I thought I wasted all my time in schooling. Kind of gave up on life for a little bit. Just kicked me to the curb, basically. Direction and leadership. Your kid, that's really what you need in life, just so that they can have someone to look up to and see what is possible out there in the world. Once you get into something and you want to follow your dreams, you know, I want to be that person to support them and encourage them and show him what is possible out there. The youth coming up, you know, with all the generational changes that's happening, I would hopefully stay more respectful to the peers or elders, anyone, you know, that they come in contact with, because at the end of the day, that's when you get off the wrong track and that's when you end up in the wrong predicaments. Donating to the program would help reduce recidivism, because we want to show the kids, like, you can have fun here, you can learn an awesome trade, rather than going down the wrong path and ending up back in the system that they just got out of. And that's what we don't want to happen. So we want to make sure we have funding to keep the program going and alive, so the kids have somewhere to come and have fun rather than having fun outside in the streets.
I'm Max, and I'm the detailer, and I detail the Harleys and all the cars here. I started my business when I was 16. Yeah, when I got my license, I started my business and I started detailing. Then I started coming to the shop and doing all the bikes here. And growing up, I was always around people like my uncle and my dad that had their own businesses. So I kind of just got used to them not working for someone, so I didn't want to work for someone. So I just tried to figure out something that people didn't have. Like, my uncle didn't really have like a personal detailer. So I was like, if I start detailing, I can start detailing for him and then work from there. And then grow out my business to just, not just family and friends, but to having multiple clients and stuff like that. I work very hard to get where I am. I used to not be fully booked up, but I have people coming to me every day wanting to get their cars, motorcycles, and boats. I do boats too. So everybody just wants to get their stuff detailed by me. It's a nice feeling knowing that I built it. I started from nothing to now a good business that I can rely on. In 5 to 10 years, I hope there's more people giving back. I hope that Long Beach is, like, as a community, is much healthier. I would hope it's nicer than what it is now. Less violence, less crimes in our city. That's what I would hope for. That people, like, it's okay to go outside, like, walk around in any part of the city, not have to worry about anything. You're not just investing in the kids, but you're investing in the community. You're not just changing one kid's life, you're changing all of theirs, and you're investing in more than just them.
So my name's Neka. I was born and raised in the East Coast in Western Massachusetts. I was very blessed to be born into a very loving family in a wonderful home. Still managed to turn my back on all that, and I have nothing to blame other than my own selfishness. So I struggle with understanding my emotions. I struggle with my impulse control. I struggle with temptations of life. The allure of a life that I thought I wanted had me idolizing things that were destroying me, which led me to both do and see some pretty unfortunate things. So when I was younger, I really wish I had genuine connection. I wish I had someone that I respected, would not only listen, but actually hear and understand me. A voice that would protect me and keep me from destroying everything that I held close to me. And this program, it gives me the chance to be that voice I wish I had for someone else. And to me, that makes everything that I went through yesterday purposeful today. I hope to give the young men of Long Beach direction. I hope to leave them with the understanding that if they focus their energy in the right direction, they can accomplish amazing things by the time they're my age and live a long and beautiful life. Dirtbags Academy, it's more than just a trade school. We are laying the foundation for these young men to find their purpose, find their passion. Not only that, but find a manner of conducting themselves. I hope that everybody who graduates this program can look at who they presented to the world at the end of each day and be proud. So my goal is that the youth and young adults of Long Beach can have access to programs like ours even before becoming justice impacted. I hope that not only will it lead to a drop in recidivism, but also a drop in first-time offenders as well. To give the Dirtbags Academy is to provide the tools essential to spark that change that a young person needs, to let them know that we will not turn our backs on them, and to also be a part of a movement that contributes to the betterment of the entire Long Beach community.
What's up, everybody? I'm Spike with Dirtbags. I'm a welder, manufacturer, and also a fabricator. I grew up not too far from Long Beach, California. Basically, in the harbor area was where I was born. So growing up for me, my pops was strict. He worked in the harbor area. He worked hard, you know what I mean? So I seen that as a kid. That's how it was. It was kind of like as a kid growing up. Unfortunately, as a young kid, I started hanging out with the wrong crowd, got myself into a little trouble, got kicked out of high school. I had to go move to a different high school, start all over. I was active in baseball as well. I was always active in sports, did a lot of rebelling. My parents were going through a divorce. Had to go to a few little programs similar to the one that we're starting to start now. My trials and tribulations in life, I feel like there was never really any opportunities like this program for me out there. One program that I was in, a system developed program, I felt that it helped me a little bit to kind of relate to people in that same situation. So for me, I feel like this program is going to be good for me because I get to give back. I get to be able to tell my story, and hopefully that can impact them in a positive way, or in a way where they can see that, you know, welding has allowed me to make a successful life for myself and take care of my family. You know, it's an honest living. I feel like this program is going to have a lot of structure for these kids that are coming in, especially these young men, being here on time, you know, just creating some type of structure for them to where it's a work-oriented place, you know, where they have to come in here and do certain things, maybe necessarily things that they don't like, but they have to do, and that's the real world, you know, when you really think about it. Going out, getting a job, that first job you may not like, but you still have to be there, you still have to put in your time, your energy. Coming to this program, they'll develop some type of skills where they can have structure and also be a little bit more ready for the future when they go out into like the real world and try to get a real job, maybe in fabrication or maybe in mechanics, you know, auto body. Hopefully these avenues can help them open up more doors for themselves.
I'm Joseph Sanchez III. I'm going to be doing some of the safety training and also just looking over case management, just coaching, you know, mentoring. My background was pretty significant. I used to play basketball, then got into gangs. From that point, definitely became successful after realizing, bumping my head a few times, going to jail, the whole 9 yards. Got around a lot of like-minded individuals that were actually helping me, and that's why I love what Dirtbags is doing, especially in the community of Long Beach, to break the cycle, right? Break the generational strongholds that are here. This facility will give opportunities to folks that will never hang out together, right? People that will never talk, right? But in this place right here, it don't matter where you come from, it's Long Beach thing, and we're gonna make sure that you're successful. Nevertheless, we're gonna give you skills that will help you in the professional field. Once you turn 18, you're looked at like an adult, and then at the end of the day, you know, the employer's gonna see how good you are sufficiently when it comes down to your knowledge and your abilities incorporating safety. Somebody gave me a chance, and I feel like I owe that back to the community. When everything else failed, I was able to get coached by people that were able to do the things that basically not judge me. Anybody that's willing to play ball, be serious about making a change in your life, come on down. We're gonna put you in the right direction.
Hey everyone,
My name is Mikey, aka Mikey Loco, and I am the owner of Dirtbags California. My background is your typical average kid from Long Beach, you know, wrong side of the tracks, wrong timing, bad influence, and I just chose a different route. I felt like, you know, sky's the limit. I always felt that way. I always felt like goals were meant to be grasped and nothing was gonna get in my way. Being part of Long Beach, I felt like anyone that said that they had to get out of my city to make it was, you know, blaming my city on holding them back, and I was wanting to make a statement that you can make it in the city. That's why I'm born and raised in North Long Beach, and this is where the shop is at. Justice impacted means when you're directly or indirectly impacted by the justice system. The challenges I face being impacted by the justice system is seeing, you know, my friends, you know, going down the wrong path and being locked up for a crazy amount of times, you know, a bad decision, especially in the youth. They're gone for 10, 15 years, family members being gone in the system for a mistake that's not even violent, for so long gone, ripped away from their families. No second chances. It made a big difference, man. Put me on the right path to see like such a small, bad decision could impact your life and be gone for so long, ripped away from everything and set you back for so far. So. The program means a lot to me. My background will influence a lot of youth to get on the right path, you know, and I want to give that back where I could get these kids on the right path and say, hey, find something you love to do and this could make your next career out of something that you love to do. And that's what we're offering. We're starting a 12-week program, 6 different courses, different trades, and we're just not giving up after that first program. We got phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and then still a lifelong, you know, friendship afterwards of mentoring, questions, hit me up, I'm available, and just getting them on the right path. We want them to be stable and coming back afterward and thanking me, saying they grew up from a young kid into a man now, taking care of business and continuing impacting the next generation, especially getting involved in my industry. What really drives me, I feel like my industry is going down with people being interested in these motorcycles, and we got to motivate the youth to continue. To give towards the academy, ours in particular, it's not just a course, it's not just a one-time academy. This is a lifelong effect that's going to happen to these kids, and it's a snowball effect. You know what I mean? You start now small, and it's not going to stop. Anything I do is not mild. It's always 110% all in. I want to give it my all.
At Dirtbags California, this is our first time participating at Long Beach Gives, so we want to give a huge shout out to Long Beach Gives. Thank you so much. I want to emphasize that September 11th is the first day of giving, and there are different ways to share and give. Thank all of our course instructors for sharing their story. We know that with sharing there comes with reduced stigma, so it's important to share every single one of our stories. We encourage each and every single one of you guys to also share your story. Thank you so much.
In the layout room, we are doing layouts on a Dyna. So I got the side cover, I'm doing the front fender, and then I'm doing the other side cover, then the tank. Just waiting on the rear fender, but we're pushing, you know, until that gets here. We're just gonna keep trucking on these parts until the rear fender gets here, and then we wanted to go all out, but this is a time limit bike, so we are just doing what we do best, and that is being fabulous. Being fabulous in the LBC.
I know there's some allegations that I wasn't here yesterday, okay? You know what they say, man, alligator's gonna alligate. But anyways, really what happened was, I was waiting for parts and there weren't no parts, so I was like, why should I be here? This is why you guys need to, like, especially with your older bikes, when you got the spring-loaded tensioners on your cam. Look at this bad. So I saw this guy on the front, right? That's the front, and I was like, ooh, he's got a little bit of, you know, he's got a little pizza face, you know, a little acne residue, you know what I'm saying? You've been in high school and you know those kids that had the little, you know, the little pizza face. But anyway, so I was like, it isn't saying it's bad, it's just not good, you know? That's the back one, okay? You got one in the front, one in the back. This shoe was no more. You didn't hear that? You're telling me you didn't hear that? You didn't hear that? That little thing going, so I don't know. But anyways, got those bad boys replaced. So good thing for him, we cracked up in that cam chest to take a peek on our way up to rebuilding this bad boy. So he's getting intake, basically gaskets from yay to yay, gaskets from he to he, and he's getting his belt. So we'll see that later today. As long as we don't see nothing else that's surprise, surprise.
Alright, so we're on to the next thing on the day. Belly pan. We're on to the next thing today. Customer wants a regular carbon fiber belly pan, but he has a center stand. So we had to go and cut it out for the legs. So now it's time to sand it, clear it, and get it out of here.
What up everyone, check it out. I have a package from Shotgun Shocks. We go way back, all right? On my way to Milwaukee on the plane, we see Sarah. Sarah runs a show over there, and we were talking. Your guys' system's badass. It has adjustable dampening. That's key to this system. Very, very cool. It recycles the air as well. It needs a DB touch, guys. It needs an external reservoir kit, and that's where we come in, all right? So right now what we're doing is we're building an additional kit to marry in to this system right here and make it a faster. We chatted, we agreed, it needs a Dirtbag touch. So what I've came up with is a system to tie into this to make it fast air, all right? So you're gonna get a Dirtbag tank along with a shotgun system, and that's gonna make it a fast air system with adjustable dampening, guys. So that's really, really badass. Control the stiffness of your ride and the height. We're gonna be working with them and knocking it out. This is their M8 version right here, and then they have the Softail non-M8 version, obviously the older models, guys. But we're coming together. We appreciate you sending us over this stuff. We're gonna get to working, get a kit to collaborate with their kit, and it's coming to a hood near you.
I gotta treat my kids to some raspados and mangoes.
Thanks, Dad. So, I went to Poland, guys, and I just flew in, and then I jumped in the car, and then a car crashed into the back of us at a red light. So like my neck is not working right now. It's crazy. Like, I feel like it's Ozzy's fault because I asked you to do something and I had to go do it.
What am I gonna do? I picked up the bike. That's what you asked me to do.
You didn't pick up the bike. The bike's in the back of the van right now.
You told me to pick up Toke's bike, and that's all the bike you told me to pick up, and we did.
Then the fat boy had to get picked up. I said Toke's bike and the fat boy. One bike got picked up. I had to go pick it up, and then I got hit by a car again.
Yeah. See what happens when I step back and let them deal with each other. I need to be like a buffer between these two, because if not, they're gonna start one of these times.
Smashed my hand on the steering wheel. It's doing this funny L thing again.
Drama queen.
I gotta go get an x-ray on my hand right now. That is spicy. It's like eating mace.
It's a clown.
Bro, that's stupid hot. I survived, guys. I know everyone was worried for a second there, but yeah. What kind of pepper was that? You pranked me right now? You guys pranked me, huh? That's what happened right now?
You're the one that asked for chilies. Not my fault.
That shit wasn't chili, bro. That shit was mace. I know you set me up out there.
I mean, I knew the chili was hot, so when you said chili, I was like, I'm gonna let this food get a little taste of some chili.
Nah, that was ridiculous.
Man, I can finish your whole chili without making like a face.
Oh yeah, guys, check this out. Cardo just hooked us up with the care package and sent us over here the Cardo Edge. I just linked it right now. I'm updating it. Start update. And we're putting it on our new helmet, guys. I appreciate it. Cardo, we met at homecoming. Outstanding people. Said they're gonna take care of us. Got us over here the headsets. We're hooking up the whole team. We're gonna be rolling and talking, guys. Appreciate it, Cardo. We need some type of special ranch.
Special ranch?
Yeah, you gotta create something special. It's gonna be Rose Gold Ranch, bro. That's what's on it. Look at that. I'm not even gonna tell you what's on it, but it's a chef special, guys. Pure fire. Wish you could try it. It's coming to a hood near you.
So good. So hot.
Little sneak peek, look at that. Pastrami on fresh made bread. Woo-wee. I would take a bite of this, but it's gonna burn the hell out of my mouth. But it looks amazing. Can't wait to scarf this down on the menu, guys. Check it out. Check this out, guys. Short story. I was walking from our taxi into the HD Museum and ran into the guys from Scorpion. And while I ran into them, I was lugging around my old helmet from 2016. It was a Scorpion helmet, all white. It says "Go and Fund" on it in lime green writing and orange flames. I broke that helmet in and I loved it, right? So I would always wear it because it just fit my skull so great. And they were laughing that I had it. And they were like, you know what, Mikey? We're gonna send you something. And they did. Guys, I just got this in the mail. Couldn't wait to open it. Beautiful, guys. Full carbon helmet. Badass, guys. So I wanted to take the time, man, say thank you guys, man. I appreciate it. It's something they didn't have to do this, you know, and they went out of their way, took care of me. Blacked out visor, I got a clear one in the box right there. Full carbon helmet. We're gonna have Ozzy touch this thing up, make it look badass. It's already badass, but gonna take it to the next level, guys. But appreciate it again, man. Scorpion looking out. Make sure you guys are grabbing some badass helmets from them. And I'll see you guys on the flip side.